Surprise! I'm back again. This is not my regular end of the month update video. This is a special Sal edition just to touch base with you about the Sals I'm involved in and to give you an update about a new one. As you know, I'm not much of a Sal stitcher. My schedule is not always regular, and so I don't always have as much time to devote to stitching as I want, and so I always feel like I can't keep up with stitch-alongs. But I got involved in 2 this year, and I have a new special 3rd one to tell you about that I'm hosting. Yes, I'm hosting with GingerGerald. Hashtag Gerald made me do it. So the first Sal started August 12th. It's hosted by Christine from Stitch All the Things and Sarah Elliott. Sarah, I just forgot your channel name. I'm sorry, I'll list it below. But it is the Country Garden Samplings piece on Earth Sal. It looks like this. If you're doing the neutral version, there's also a gray version, but my copy came from a magazine, and so I don't have the gray version. This is where I have gotten so far. Can't really see the white snowflake that's right here. So I'm going to take that out and redo that in a different white. That's the called for chalk, which I'm deciding I really don't like chalk because it looks dirty. I'm going to take that out and use 3860. No, that's not true. I'm going to use B5200 to see if it stands out better. I did in fact change the fabric again and again. I did in fact change the threads, even though I said I wasn't going to. I did change some of them. And I'll probably go over that story in another, in my end of the month video, because I don't want this one to be super long and I want to be able to still have some things to talk about. So that's that one. The second one that I'm going to be involved in is being hosted by Lynette at Homesteading on the Homefront. It is from the Blackbird Designs Home for the Holidays. It's the 'Tis the Season Sal. I have changed the fabric on that one. I ended up going with Weeks 32 count Aspen, which is a little bit of a greenish brown. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it outside, but I love this fabric for Christmas things because I don't want everything to be a blue background or a dark green background, but I think this is going to be really good for the colors. I did not change any of the colors on that one. I just used a mix of whatever hand-dyed fibers I had and DMC that was called for. Okay, so those are the 2 that I'm already involved in. The 3rd one, if you remember, back in June, Diana from It Is Kismet contacted me on Instagram and said she was at Hobby Lobby and this kit was on sale for $288. $280 right there. Did I want it? Sure, why not? $280. We all know I'm not a huge fan of these. These are the threads that were in my Russian cat pattern, which still has had no progress. I really want to finish it, but I just don't know when it's going to happen because full coverage is a bit of a challenge for me. But why not for $280, right? And actually, I didn't even pay anything for it because Diana wouldn't let me pay for it. So I showed that she gave this to me and I didn't know when I was going to start it. And shortly after that, Gerald from GingerGeraldStitcher contacted me and said, so now that I know you have that, I have that, do you want to do a stitch along? He also bought a second one to give away. And so that is what we're going to do. We are hosting a Hedgehog Sal. It's hashtag Hedgehog Sal on Instagram. We don't have a Facebook page for it, but if you want to post on I guess you could do on Friday Off the Grid, he said, but we're not going to do a special Facebook page for it. He's going to give his second pattern away. So I only have one. This is what it looks like. I'm going to stitch this one. Gerald's going to stitch his, and then he's going to give one away. I have 2 of this pattern. Oh, this is an Elisa kit, I believe is how you translate it from Russian. Yeah, Elisa collection is what it says down there. And it comes with the fabric and thread and needle as well. So I have 2 of these. So I'm going to give one of these away. Gerald's going to give one of these away. So it doesn't have to be this kit to participate. It can be any hedgehog that you want to participate. And Gerald said technically this mushroom fits in with his mushroom Sal that he's involved with, Elena and Olivia B. So you can kind of make it whatever you want. So here are the rules. It starts October 1st, so you have plenty of time to figure out which hedgehog you want to stitch, or if you want to enter to win one or both of these, you could technically enter mine and enter his because they're going to be 2 separate giveaways on our own videos. We are going to give away our pattern September 16th. So a little bit earlier today, Gerald and I filmed a video together to announce the Sal on his channel. Go watch it. It's totally awkward. It doesn't flow like everybody else's videos when they film with somebody else. You know, we're like talking over each other, and we don't know who's going to say what because we didn't plan anything. We just sat down and filmed it. So Gerald's going to give this one away. He has a question that you're going to answer on his channel if you want to win this one. I'm going to give this one away. The question that you're going to answer if you want to win this pattern is, what was the weirdest pet you ever had? Mine was a hedgehog. I think I've talked about that before in one of my other videos. I got him from a hedgehog rescue in Columbus. This lady had like 12 hedgehogs, maybe 8, in a spare bedroom that she had set up as her hedgehog rescue. Anyways, and mine was an African pygmy hedgehog. What was the weirdest animal you ever owned as a pet? And if you never had a weird animal, what would you like to own if you could own anything besides a typical household pet? So we are going to leave the giveaway open until September 16th, and then on September 16th I'm going to film a video to give away my pattern, and then Gerald and I are going to film a video together to give away his pattern with his question, and we'll ship anywhere in the world. Obviously, if you're not in the States, you may get your pattern after the Sal starts on October 1st, but we're not in any rush. You know how slow of a stitcher I am, and Gerald has a lot of things going on this fall that he has planned, so there's no rush to have your pattern or get started. So let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Hashtag Hedgehog Sal. It can be any hedgehog. It doesn't have to be the two that we're stitching, but if you want to participate and don't have one, you can enter to win my pattern with the question, what did I say? Weirdest pet? Non-traditional pet? What pet have you owned that wasn't a dog or a cat? List it below. And then go over to Gerald's video, watch our awkward video together, and answer his question if you want to win his pattern. I'm going to be stitching this one as well. I'm not going to be stitching the other one. Gerald and I are both going to be stitching this one for the Sal. And then we're going to come back on the 16th, give it away, and it starts on October 1st. If you have any questions, leave them below. Go watch Gerald's video, and I'll be back at the end of the month for my regular update. Okay?